While I am very pleased with the Denon AVR-X3600H, I am equally or even more impressed with the seller. Safe and Sound HQ was the initial seller on Amazon before Prime got its inventory. I ordered the unit on August 15th and was scheduled to receive it in about 9 days. To my surprise, within a couple days of ordering, I was notified that delivery would be in 2 days. Because this was at initial availability, the unit sold for $1,099. Now, less than a month later, it's $899. I contacted Safe and Sound HQ about a price match refund yesterday and they applied the refund to my credit card before the end of the day, no questions asked. How's that for customer service? Wow! Not used to that from third-party sellers. And now to the unit. I love it so far. I was on the fence about upgrading to a new Dolby Atmos, DTS:X capable AVR, but I needed a new HDMI switcher because of other system upgrades I was making. This unit was priced right for its feature set and should be able to accommodate my theater setup. My initial setup was 5, 2, 4, but after I tried 7, 2, 2, I preferred the immersive sound of this configuration. Atmos and DTS:X sound great, and even DD+ and DTS are improved through the unit's surround application. I'm not an audiophile or videophile, but I've had a dedicated theater since 2007, and I know this is the best sounding system I've had. I've always enjoyed my theater, but now I'm like a kid in a candy store since adding this unit with a second subwoofer and enjoying the audio immersion. And quite honestly, at $899, this is a steal. Upgraded from an AVR-990. I have been going back and forth between the 3,600 hours and 2,600 hours. I decided to go with the 3,600 hours because of the price drop and the future proofing. Watch the Super Bowl in 4K with awesome sound. Haven't set up my speakers yet for Dolby Atmos, but the option to do so is there. The virtual heights works, I believe. I noticed a difference when watching the Italian Job on TV. But overall it's awesome. The XT32 is great and I didn't really get time to sit and tweak. Great sounding and flexible receiver. I had some initial problems, but over the weekend some additional troubleshooting seems to indicate that they may be related to my cable TV box and not the receiver. I'm going to replace the cable TV box and verify. Update, installed new cable box this morning, box was the thing malfunctioning. Watched Greyhound with this receiver powering my 7.2 system, sounded freaking great. Now I am very satisfied with the 3,700 hours and I am a very happy camper. Thanks to Listen Up for bearing with me through this troubleshooting process. Great folks at this business. I have owned Denon receivers for most of the last 20 years. Some issues with the last one had me looking. Bought a Marantz SR5012 couple of years ago and it just didn't do the trick, even though it's a Denon with a poor info window. So I bought the Denon AVR-X3600H. Back to being satisfied with more power, LED window information and features I can live with. Recommended. Pros: superior sound quality, Dolby Atmos surround option 11, 2-channel processing with addition of 2-channel amp, HDMI 2.3 version for future upgrade already available on this unit. Cons: only one trigger cable output. Odyssey setup always gives phase error for certain speaker types, cannot save previous Odyssey settings and each result is overridden. Odyssey results yield different crossover points each time you run Odyssey, which makes me wonder if Odyssey 32 is flawed. The most important drawback of this unit is that you cannot turn off internal amplification while you use an external amplifier for 5 channels, let's say. And there is no information from Denon on how to use external amplifier for amp mode set to anything less than 11, 2. If you use 9, 2 or 7, 2-amp mode. The internal amplification of Denon is not shut off, which in turn cannot be used to maximize other channels run by preamp. A rep should answer this confusion on how users can use a 7, 2 or 9, 2 setup and still been able to decide Denon's unused internal amplification to use towards channels not run by external amplifier. Overall, I feel this receiver is definitely a bang for the buck and probably the best receiver money can buy for top receivers of 2019. Multi-tool of home entertainment with integrated highest Wi-Fi and media music streaming and preamp outs for 11.1 channels of external amplification. I have it configured with my front main stereo speakers powered by a pair of Outlaw Audio M2200 monoblock amplifiers. This flexibility and the inclusion of 9 built-in 105 watt per channel amplifiers is a powerful home theater with Dolby Atmos processing. I'd like to know who thought 1 port was okay, and how many cents it saved them. Anyway, at least there is one. Odyssey XT32 is great, and this is the most affordable 2020 Denon that has this higher end version of Odyssey. My favorite thing about this receiver is that it supports every gaming feature you could want: VRR, OLM, QTF, and I'm probably forgetting a few. My absolute favorite thing about this receiver is that it supports OLM. What is OLM, you may ask? Well, normally since your receiver is considered one input by your TV, you are required to manually turn game mode on and off every time you switch between gaming and movies/TV shows. With OLM, and a TV that supports it as well, game mode is automatically turned on and off. This is a huge deal to me. I can't tell you how many times I either forgot to turn game mode off when watching movies, or forgot to turn it on in the first place. No more. The one thing that concerns me about this receiver is that it runs very hot, like a stove that's only been turned off for 10 minutes kind of hot, which made me buy an AC Infinity cooling fan to put on top of it, which was an additional cost I had not planned, but I wasn't comfortable with the tempo. I would definitely recommend this model over its predecessor, especially if you're a gamer, and since it's only $100 more. Just make sure you have plenty of room for airflow, or buy an external fan, because it runs hot. I exchanged this after trying the AVR-X3600. I know it's a big jump up, but it does an amazing job as a high-end receiver with excellent sound quality. Several modes including IMAX Enhanced, DTS-X, DTS Virtual X that I'm continue to test and that does not fail to surprise me. I got it when it was going out for $899, so the value for money is pretty striking. Denon stands out as a manufacturer of quality receiver in my honest opinion. This is a must-buy if you are starting or upgrading your surround sound system. I am not new to this field, been loving the surround sound and home movie experience for over 20 years. The Dolby Atmos is an amazing experience. I am running 7.2 system and it's the best sounding surround system I've ever had. I have nothing but Polk speakers and it's a true movie-like experience every day. This receiver is easy to use and set up. The step-by-step on-screen setup was so easy my 8-year-old could do it. All the features on here are perfect and give an amazing sound. Click link in description for more reviews.